today I will be testing 4 different speed leveling builds for the Sorceress. Now, I'm going to be grabbing these guides off of the most popular guide websites, and I just want to say that I am not sponsored, I am not being paid to shill these websites, I am not being, incentivized to show these websites. But essentially, I'm talking about, for now, we're going to go to d4builds.gg, and I'm just clicking meta builds, and then I'm clicking sorcerer, and then doing these leveling builds. So I'll be doing the chain lightning leveling, the firewall, and the ice shards. And then on another website, which is the maxroll.gg website, I will be doing the only other... Oh, no thanks. I'll be doing, the Arc Lash leveling guide here. And we're going to see which one is the best, which one is the fastest, and whichever one wins, I'll let you guys know. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to be running Mercy's Reach, and I'm only going to be running the first major elite room, because the fastest way to level in this game on an alt character is to just kill the biggest pack of elites you can find as fast as possible, as often as possible. That will also keep your gear updated. And also, I just want to mention that... for aspects, I'm not running anything special. I just grabbed whatever the hell that these legendaries had. There's nothing special on them. But if the guide does suggest aspects that I can get by completing the dungeon and just not having to get lucky and find it, I will put those on the equipment because that's what the guide suggests. So we're starting now with the Firewall build, which I've already spec'd into. I've already got the gear for the aspects, all that fun stuff. And we're going to go ahead and run it. And I'm going to speed this part up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little stopwatch thing so we can time how long it takes compared to when the dungeon starts. I'm not counting load time. So right now we're at the dungeon. And then I am going to start the timer and then run the dungeon and then stop the timer once I complete the 2 elite rooms where you have boxes to move. And I'm going to speed this part up so you're not sitting here watching me slow clear a dungeon. I'm just trying to get the times and then report back to you guys. So let's begin and go. Now, I know I made the footage very sped up, but, we're going to be doing this a whole lot of times. So get used to it. You can slow down the playback if you want. And there we have it, 3 minutes, 34 seconds for the first run. Now, I do want to mention I'm only killing elites, but I will try to kill packs of mobs along the way, but I'm not going to stop and clear every pack of mob. I will stop and kill every elite, however. So, let's go to the next build. So, we completed the Firewall build, or the dungeon, in 3 minutes, 34 seconds with Firewall build, and I know there's going to be some leeway with dungeon randomness and pathing and mob, spawn, if they spawn with defensives and all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking for huge discrepancies in both ease of play, power spikes. Like, I should be able to one-shot the damn elites. I could on a barb. Why can't I on a sorceress at this level? And I'm even more geared and have 10 more talents than when I first played my barb, right? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start the timer here. And let's begin. I will say out of all of the builds so far in the video, or in this video rather, because I'm in post-editing, that if they ever buffed Chain Lightning, I would definitely recommend it, but it is not the winner of today's video. Okay, so I know I skipped one elite over here, but other than that, I will say that this build, it doesn't feel as safe. Like, I feel like I'm way more vulnerable to damage. I also feel like I'm out of mana more often, but it is way more brain dead to play. I think it's way more brain dead to play. I swear there was an elite over here, but I guess not. Either way, our time is 3 minutes, 38 seconds. So it's... the thing with Firewall is you just place the Hydra down, you just place the Firewall down, and things tend to burn to death. And it's also more useful for world bossing and just bossing in general. So if you're playing through the campaign, this is an alt character. You get to skip the story on your alt characters. So let's go ahead and put down 338. For Chain Lightning. Not bad, though. I thought it was pretty brain dead to play. Let's go to the next build. And now it is time to do the Ice Shards run. Now, I will say that I tried to record this run, but the dungeon spawned with the Butcher, and the Butcher just killed... Like, every source build I've ever tried, the Butcher just annihilates it. So, we got a fresh run here, and let's begin. So there is a lot of builds that I did try off camera that were just absolutely terrible, like Ball Lightning and different variants of Arc Lash and a whole bunch of other stuff. And those were painful to play, but this wasn't. Awesome. Alright, so that is the run. 319 for Ice Shards. Now, I will say Ice Shards, I feel like the AoE potential is not that great. However, it destroys elites faster than the other two builds, especially when you have your cooldowns up. And man, that hit hard. Like, if you have them frozen, which makes them vulnerable, and you have the ice armor on, which makes your things ricochet, boy oh boy, is that nice. It feels good. This is the only powerful build. Like Firewall, yeah, it's just you cast it and run around and then things die, but you don't feel like you're really doing much with it. But this one, man, I'm smoking enemies left and right. I am destroying the hell out of them. This is nice. I gotta give it to Ice Shards. Finally, we have the Arc Lash from Max Roll. And I feel good about this build because it really focuses, it put 5 points into Teleport, and Teleport is such a huge time saver. It's also got points into Frost Nova. Like, there's 5 points in a lot of offensive skills. So I really think, like, if I had to bet right now, I'm thinking that this will be the fastest build. But we'll see how it does at speed for killing elites. Ice Shards is going to be pretty hard to beat. Alright, and let's begin the timer here, and let's go. I wish I had more time to rant about how websites just use SEO and poorly written articles of builds that aren't efficient at all, but that's not what this video is about. That's a topic for another time. Well, that one was not good at all. That was the worst one so far. That felt terrible. 4 minutes and 1 second is the time, and I gotta say, being in melee range, not fun. I've also gotta say, you know, it didn't deal that much damage to the elites. It wasn't really that good at clearing packs of mobs either. It felt a little safer than some of the other builds, that's for sure. Like, I could just sit there and just tank all day. And yes, I'm aware I'm using a two-hander, not a one-hander. But when you're leveling, you're just going to pick the highest damage thing you got. And generally, most of the time, the two-handers have more damage on them. Again, this is not min-maxing one specific build or pushing it to its limits. This is just, as you level, you pick up random chunk off the ground, and then whichever build fits best. And I've got to say, out of the 4 so far, the Ice Shards is the absolute clear winner. Not only does it feel the best, it snipes the elites. It's not bad at AoE clear because it kind of auto-targets for you. And yeah, Ice Shards is the absolute definitive winner here. So after much tinkering, I have tried to alter the Ice Shards build, and in a few tests, I did manage to get a better time than 3:19. I did manage to get it under 2 minutes on one run, but we're going to see now. We're going to do another test, and the only difference that I did is I put 5 points into Frozen Orb, because this automatically casts sometimes when I cast Ice Shards, and also I don't have a basic attack, so I can use Frozen Orb to just mob clear, and then when I get to elites, I pop all my cooldowns, and that's basically it. So let's see how we do starting right now. This build was probably very fun to play, except for the times whenever the Frozen Orb would just shoot at one dude in a corner and miss the entire pack in front of me. It was really frustrating. Wow, that one that was actually a pretty decent run. You can see here that the speed is it's pretty damn good. We got 2:39 on the clock there. And I think I was not playing that very good, but 2:39, very, very impressive for this altered Ice Shard build here. And like I said, the only difference that I did was I put a little bit more points into the offensives. I got 5 points into Frozen Orb, and it does restore mana sometimes, so that just helps you spam Ice Shards more. I don't know. I'm still messing around with it, but you know, that's far, far better for trash and elite mob clear. Finally, I am trying another alternation. This one is with Fireball, rank 5. We're going to see if maybe clearing trash is better than the automatic Frozen Orbs, because sometimes the Frozen Orb would just shoot at an enemy by themselves and miss the entire pack. So I didn't like the RNG. Let's run this one. Here we go. There was one really impressive moment on this run is there was like 10 mobs circling one elite. and then I killed the 10 mobs in one attack because they all blow up, and it blew up the elite before I ever got a chance to hit them. Very interesting. Okay, so there we have it now. It looks like we are around 244, which that's pretty close to what we did with Frozen Orb, honestly. I don't think, one is better than the other in that regard. I do think that it was way easier to kill packs of trash mobs with Fireball than it was with Frozen Orb. But for the elites, the Frozen Orb did kind of come in handy because Frozen Orb does have those bonuses, such as, where is it at? Like, making them vulnerable or giving you more mana back, because I did have a little bit of mana problems on the last fight here. I did run out of mana. And, of course, as you level up and you specialize in your gear, that might not be a problem, but for just me randomly picking up gear and just putting it on and stuff, it's not bad. It's definitely better than the original Ice Shards clear build for sure. Just to make sure that, it's not a skill issue, it's not the fact that I've leveled up as I've been filming this test video, or any, some type of changes or gear, we're going to run the original d4builds.gg Ice Shards build once again. This one does utilize, Firebolt to catch enemies on fire, so that you deal additional crit damage to them. But other than that, it doesn't seem like the best clear, so we're going to run another test, and let's begin. So I want to mention that I'm going to be doing this for every class in the game to see what is the best leveling spec, for this type of leveling. This is alt leveling. This is obviously not leveling through the campaign, which you don't have to do with your other characters, thankfully. Well, there we go. This one is at 2 minutes 25 seconds. So that one's not bad at all. Still pretty damn good. Let's see. Let's update the screen here. And let's see. Run number 2 was 2 minutes 25 seconds. So I think Ice Shards, the reason why it's doing so damn good is simply because it's what it does is it resets your cooldowns. I think the big one here is no, that's not it. There's one, I don't know where it's at. I'm still learning Source, but it's like a chance to reset your defensive cooldowns. That's not it. That's not it. Where are you? It's damage. Yeah, it's here somewhere, but damn it, where is it? No, that's damage. I swear, it's like, whenever you... Come on, where are you? Come on. Let's go. No, that's chance to freeze. That's barrier duration. That's just more damage. Oh, I don't even have a point in it. So no, that's not it. Critical strikes have a 5% chance to reset the cooldown of one of your defensive skills. Yeah, I don't have a single point into that. And, maybe that would make it even faster, but you know what? I'm just done. I'm done experimenting. All right, Firewall builds, super lazy. It's gonna take you about a minute 30 seconds. Chain Lightning build, again, same thing. But Ice Shards, I don't know. Ice Shards it's getting faster, and I know it's not because my character got some level ups. That's not the reason why it's faster. It kills elites faster than the other two, and that's all there is to it. Using a Frozen Orb or a Fireball build might make the trash clear better, but screw the trash. Just skip the damn trash and kill the elites. That's my advice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this build testing video. It was interesting, and so now you know which level up build should you use. Well, right now, the Ice Shards build is king. I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro, stay swole. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have a better, faster build than any of these that were showcased, and with that said, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Click the video on the right side of your screen right now, and if you do, then you're going to get some extra food next time you go out to like a fast food place. Like say you go order some chicken tendies, and you order like a four pack of tendies. Well, you're gonna get home with more than 4 tendies if you click that video.